Clothing is important to me as a queer person because it allows me to express who I am internally. I think there's this idea of identity where we have who we really are on the inside and how we physically reflect that thing. And when they don't match, that's where we have really bad points in ourselves and we can be insecure because we're not matching somewhere. I first started coming to terms with my gender and sexuality around when I was 14. I knew that I was different, and I kind of felt shame that I liked watching movies and reading books with queer characters or different characters. When I was reading those things, it touched me like in my heart, and I couldn't exactly understand why, because growing up in this religion, I was taught that this was something that was wrong, that God could fix. There came a time when instead of taking myself as a mistake and thinking that maybe I was in the wrong, I reflected that more onto my religion, and I began to assess that to see if maybe that's where the fault was, not in myself, but in the religion that my family had kind of enforced upon me as I was growing up. I always had to have like long hair, I could dress like a pretty girl and wear flowery clothes and bright colors, but that's not what I've always wanted. I love alternative fashion. I love dark clothing, ripped clothing, distressed clothing. I love tattoos. I love piercings. I love black makeup, but that was something I could never do until I was old enough for my parents not to tell me that I couldn't do those things. When I first started dressing alternatively and making the fashion choices that I wanted, I just felt so much happier, less insecure about myself, and I really felt at home in my body, and all that dysphoria I had, things struggling with like anorexia and just constantly insecure was just washed away when I had the control and I could express myself how I want to express myself. I would describe my fashion choice kind of depending on how I feel when I wake up. Sometimes I feel more masculine, sometimes I feel more feminine. Therefore, my fashion sort of indicates that. The clothing pieces and accessory pieces and makeup pieces I have in my collection, I have a vast majority that range all across the gender spectrum of what's considered to be masculine and feminine societally. There's a major difference in how people treat me when I dress a certain way, for sure. When I do dress more girly, then people are a little bit more nicer to me versus then when I just have like short hair and baggy clothes. It's kind of sad. I don't ever want to be seen or judged based on my appearance like that. No one should have to live their life thinking that they're a mistake, that there's something wrong with them, that they're broken for loving who they love. You are who you are, and you should embrace that. Who you're feeling on the inside is how you should express yourself, no matter the people that are around you that bring you down. Just stay strong, and when you can get away from that, then you can be who you really are.